enjoy your 4 days off coming up. Do you get July 3rd off, my friend?
You know, they usually don't tell us until that day. They'll say,
gotcha.
We might get 4 hours off. We usually get like an hour off.
Sure.
So I'm going to try to work ahead this week so I have a little longer time off Thursday. But I'll work a little bit Thursday morning.
Good idea. All right. 10 and 11 are the Sturgis Titans coming in here tonight as they take on Brandon Valley, who is 13 and 12. Terry and I looked up the standings here just a little bit ago, and right now the Sturgis Titans need some wins. They're hanging on to that final spot to get into the postseason, which, if you can believe that, is just a month away.
Wow.
End of July. Brandon Valley is doing pretty well. They are 4th in the standings. They are 5 and 4 when it comes to standings against teams that count in the standings. Overall, the Lynx are 13 and 12. Ahead of Brandon Valley in those points, Sioux Falls East, who is a very stout team this year. Watertown, number 2 in points, and you can probably guess who's number 1, my friend, the team having the hottest season of the summer.
Oh, yeah, Post 22. Yep. They are on fire right now looking at their record. 40 wins, 6 losses, 1 tie. But they only have 6 games against South Dakota Legion teams, and they're undefeated right now.
They're undefeated.
Brandon Valley just got a win, by the way, right before we came on the air here against Spearfish, so they'll improve a little bit in the standings.
6 and 4 now. Yep, they got a win against Spearfish, 4-0. They almost had a no-hitter going. Game went into the 6th inning, my friend, and the Spearfish Spartans got 3 hits in that 6th inning. Couldn't get a single one of them in, and the Brandon Valley Lynx get a 4-0 win over Spearfish just a little bit ago here.
Yeah, bases loaded in the 6th, and with 2 away, and Spearfish just, couldn't get anyone across home plate. Brandon Valley brought in a relief pitcher who was throwing some heat. Boy, he was, I don't have a gun up here, but I was looking, 80, 85 mile-an-hour pitches. He was really throwing some good pitches. We'll see who Brandon Valley has coming up now against the Sturgis Titans.
All right, let's get you the rundown here for the Sturgis Titans. We haven't gotten the lineup card yet for the Brandon Valley Lynx. We hope to get that here in just a moment. Terry, you want to run down the starting lineup, though, for our Sturgis Titans tonight? Go ahead.
You bet. Sturgis Post 33 leading off is catcher Drew Janke, hitting .286 on the season. Aiden Wood batting second, playing shortstop tonight. Elijah Stroud hitting .347. He's got 17 runs batted in the third slot. Elijah playing first base. Brody Royer pitching, and he is hitting .200 on the season, batting fourth. Batting fifth, George Hamer, third baseman. Sixth, Carter Williams playing center field. Kel Sundstrom, second baseman, batting seventh. Ethan Cermak hitting .381, batting eighth, playing right field. And batting ninth, playing left field, is Landon Lyons for the Titans.
All right, Landon Lyons is a name that's kind of new for us tonight, my friend. We haven't said his name much, so we're going to be able to say his name tonight in the lineup. Keys to Victory, of course, brought to you tonight by our good friends at Key City Chiropractic and Acupuncture. And aside from, of course, scoring more runs than your opponent, what do these Sturgis Titans need to do here tonight to pick up a win against a very tough Brandon Valley team?
I mentioned Brody Royer pitching. He is probably what you'd consider the ace of this post-33 pitching squad. He is 22 innings under his belt. He's 1-0. So pitching, Brody Royer is going to have a really good night, and he's going to have to be on finding that strike zone and keeping the post 131 Lynx kind of on their heels in the batter's box. Team batting average for Sturgis, .264. It's really improved, so timely hitting for post 33 is going to make a difference tonight. And keeping mistakes to a minimum, they've done really well. Post 33 has improved their fielding. Errors have really been cut down throughout this Legion season, so make Brandon Valley earn every run. Those are the keys to victory here tonight, Gary.
All right, Keys to Victory brought to you by Key City Chiropractic and Acupuncture. First pitch is on the way, but first, this time out, you're listening to Sturgis Titan Baseball tonight. We're on the Big 81, 810 AM, 105.5 FM, and you can watch and hear tonight's matchup as well by going to Live Ticket TV. We're back in 90 seconds. You're listening to Sturgis Titan Baseball on the home of Sturgis Titan Sports, the Big 81. 81.
So, how are the kids?
Well, Emily made the honor roll.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, we're really proud of her. Tyler, on the other hand, though.
What's going on?
He's been moody lately, just feeling down and not like himself.
Oh, we've been there. Nick was struggling.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
As well. Heading into the month of July starting tomorrow. This summer is going by fast, although astronomically we just started summer like a week ago. By the way, the sunset tonight here in Sturgis is 8:44. That is the latest it will be for the rest of the year.
Let's party.
Yes, starting tomorrow. I hate to inform you. Well, it's been 8:44 for about the last week.
Okay.
But I hate to inform you, it's 8:43 tomorrow. We're going to lose a minute.
Gun.
We're going to lose a minute tomorrow. You won't notice a difference until about the rally. Yeah. That's when you start noticing the sun's going down earlier. So enjoy the summer. It's short-lived here in South Dakota. Baseball season, though, seems like it goes for a long time, but boy, this season has gone by fast.
It has. I think it's because we, for about 2 weeks, we couldn't do really any games due to scheduling.
Right.
And they were on the road in Chadron and had a fantastic wood bat tournament. They had a great tournament here, the Sturgis Baseball Rally, and we're about to get underway.
First pitch being brought to you today by our good friend Sally and the crew at Quick Mart, Sturgis Subs, and a left-handed hitter. To start things off here for the Brandon Valley Lynx, it is number 13, Braden Knutson. He is a left-handed hitter.
Yeah, Braden Knutson, the designated hitter for Brandon Valley. Luke Felderman pitching for the Lynx, so Knutson the DH.
He'll take this one up high, and that will be ball one. And we'll have an even count here. No, I can make that 2 balls. I'm sorry, 2-0 is the count.
Ryder Mueller on deck, number 41.
Pitch coming, and that one's down low and in the dirt. Our starting pitcher, of course, Brody Royer for the Titans.
I mentioned he's 1-0 on the season, 15 hits, 7 earned runs, 15 walks. Brody has 31 strikeouts. He's hit 6 batters. Impressive, too. His batting average against is 190.
Pitch coming, and boy, that one's way inside for ball 3. So Royer trying to find that strike zone early here against Knutson.
Yeah, Brody's earned run average 2.227. Excellent ERA. A little bit wild right now, though.
And that was on the far outside for ball 4. So he walks Knutson. And that will send up Ryder Mueller next.
On deck is number 22, the starting pitcher of the game against Spearfish, Brighton Stroh. Stroh playing center field here in Game 2 against the Titans.
Mueller, a right-handed hitter. He's kind of crowding that batter's box a little bit. He's thinking about laying down the bunt. They'll throw to first, chase Knutson back, and he'll get back. He had a pretty good lead off first base there. Titans catcher Janke seen it. Got the throw out to first base to Elijah Stroud. But Knutson gets back safely. And they'll throw to first, chase Knutson back again. That time, Knutson did not lead off very far, so he knows the Titans are serious in getting the throw to first base here.
And if you're wondering why Game Changer isn't working, the video wouldn't work for Game Changer.
Get it to work, but you can catch it on Live Ticket TV. That's a passed ball, and Knutson scatters to second base. So like I said, our Game Changer video not up, but Live Ticket TV is. And you can hear the broadcast there as well. Live Ticket TV, easy to find. Pitch coming and trying to lay down the bunt. He will. It's a bouncer, and they'll throw this to first, and they will not get it there. Knutson gets to third. Mueller is safe at first, and we'll have runners on the corners for the Lynx.
Yeah, nicely executed bunt by Ryder Mueller. Laid it down. It took about 2 hops and just kind of stopped about 15 feet, 10, 15 feet in front of the catcher's area. Elijah Stroud charged it from first, which kind of left first unattended.
Wide open, yep.
Second baseman came over to cover, Cal Sundstrom.
They'll throw to first, chase him back. Bryton Stroh is third up to bat here for the Lynx. Right-handed hitter for Brandon Valley, post 131. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that one's up, way up high and inside. And that will be ball one for Stroh. So the Lynx load up runners here on first and third. With nobody out here yet in the top of the first inning. There goes the runner, and Mueller's going to get there. And that one is over the head of the second baseman, easily sending Knutson home. Knutson scores the first run for Brandon Valley. And they lead 1-0 off the throwing error for the Titans. And Terry, that allowed Mueller to get all the way to third, so that was a costly throw.
It was, and we saw the Scoopers do it, we've seen the Titans do it. If you have runners on first and third, you know the guy on first is going to steal second, just daring the catcher to throw it.
Yep. Carroll bloops that one. That's back for foul ball. That's going to be just to our
over
left.
the top.
Yep.
You know, and if you have a catcher with a great arm that can gun someone down at second, I mean, Janke's got a good arm, but that throw a bit off the mark, and Brandon Valley with a quick 1-0 lead.
So it is Carroll who will be batting next for the Lynx. Stroh, he swung on that one late. Down low and on the outside, and that's going to send him back to the dugout, and the first out of the top of the first comes on the strikeout by Royer.
Yeah, good pitch by Brody. Kind of had Stroh chasing that one down low and away. Ryland Carroll, shortstop, up now for Brandon Valley. Max Peters, first baseman, on deck.
Carroll swings late on that one. He'll send that one out towards Ballpark Road. I'm getting texts that some folks are shooting off fireworks here in town. They're not supposed to be.
Happens every year, doesn't it?
Swing, and that one blooped back into the fence for a foul ball. Count goes to 0-2 here for Ryland Carroll. Runner on third. One away here, in top of the first inning. 1-0 lead for the Lynx. That's going to get blooped right to the shortstop. It's going to bring home a run. They'll throw it to first. Turn out number 2 there. But Mueller comes home to make it a 2-0 lead. Our good friend Jim Thompson, the PA announcer here tonight.
His voice is so recognizable.
It's very recognizable in this neck of the woods.
It's so soothing.
Yep.
I'd like him to record something and I can listen to when I'm going to sleep.
We can put his voice into artificial and
maybe
artificial intelligence.
Maybe
and-
reading me a bedtime story.
Yeah, there you go, and we can do that for
Bedtime stories with Jim Thompson.
you. There you go. Good idea.
He's got a soothing voice.
Yes, we can make it a Saturday night HBO special. So 2 away, bases empty, 2-0 lead for the Lynx. Left-handed hitter up here for the Brandon Valley Lynx. This is Max Peters. He's 5th in the batting order. Swings on this one, right to the shortstop. Picked up, throw to first, got it. But the Lynx score 2 to get things started here at Strong Field. And we'll head to the bottom half of the first inning. Up for the first 3 spots for the Titans, Drew Jenke, Aiden Wood, and Elijah Stroud. 1, 2, 3. That's who'll be up for the Titans when we return in 60.
Sandwiches are the original fast food, and what could be easier than loading up a few slices of Country Hearth multigrain bread with your favorite deli meats and cheese?
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or 2? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle. Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
The Titans, under the leadership of Paul Poole, boy, they're coming around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I watched an interview with Paul on Black Hills TV, and he talked about fixing some of the hitting mechanical mistakes that the Titan hitters have been making, and you can really tell.
Jenke pops this one up in foul territory. That's going to be off the fence, and not going to be able to rein that in is the Brandon Valley catcher.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a simple fix, and Paul's been around baseball for a long time. He can
Indeed.
can spot those mistakes. Luke Felderman on the mound for Brandon Valley, post 131. I don't have any stats for Brandon Valley. Wish I did.
That one is popped back as well.
Drew Jenke hitting 286. Been a good leadoff hitter for the Titans. 8 runs batted in so far this season. Young player.
Jenke swings. He'll foul that one into the fence. Who's going to stay alive here? Count at 1 and 2. Not much of a breeze here tonight. The flag is pretty still out there in center field. That one popped up, late swing. And that's going to get caught by the right fielder for the Lynx out there. He was standing right underneath
Sure
it, so it
was.
was almost popped right to him.
Yeah, Jack Blomgren out in right field for Brandon Valley. He couldn't have been positioned any more perfectly out there. I thought he was playing a bit shallow, but Jenke hit it right to him. Didn't even have to take a step.
All right, Aiden Wood comes to the plate, our shortstop for the Titans tonight.
Aiden hitting 195. He's got a home run this season.
Hits on the first swing. That's going to go out to center field. And the right fielder will come in and take care of that one. So 2 catches in a row here by Blomgren. And the Lynx have taken out the first 2 batters here for the Titans at the bottom of the first.
Elijah Stroud at the plate now, first baseman tonight. Second highest average on the Titans at 347. He's got the most runs batted in at 17.
His first pitch on the inside. It'll be 1-0 for Stroud. Stroud takes that one up high, ball 2. Pretty good crowd for the Brandon Valley Legion here, too. They'll be headed over to Rapid City. They'll play a doubleheader against the Stars tomorrow at post 320. This one hit into center field. And underneath that one, 3 up, 3 down for the Titans here. 1 inning in the books, and the Lynx lead 2-0. And we'll start the second inning coming up after the 60-second timeout. You're listening to Titan Baseball on the Big 81 and watching Titan Baseball on Live Ticket TV. Ticket TV.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic.
At Lynn's Dakota Mart, check out their weekly sales at lynsdakotamart.com. Back to the top of the second inning we go, and the Titans down by a couple of runs here. It's a 2-0 lead for Brandon Valley.
At the plate now for the Lynx, number 3, Jack Blomgren, the right fielder who put out 2 Titans in the bottom of the first inning.
And he'll take a strike. Good pitch from Royer. Here comes his second one. He swings on that one, and that's going to dribble out to the shortstop. Quick throw to first. Got it. Titans have really improved on the grounding situation here, if you will. Their infield defense has really picked up here a little bit, and I think that's something Coach Poole has probably been working on.
For sure, yeah. He's been drilling them. You know, he's been with them now about 6 weeks, and I think after the first game, they might have practiced once before that first game, so he's got a lot of time with them now.
This one outside for ball 1.
And Aiden Wood playing shortstop tonight for the Titans. Made the last 3 outs.
That one goes down low, ball 2, so it'll be 2-0 on the count here. .20 pitch coming. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1. And at the plate, Terry, is...
Yeah, Jake Halseth. Jake Halseth, number 30, left fielder.
2-1 pitch coming, and ooh, that one in there for a strike, and that'll even up the count here. 2-2 for Jake. Right-handed hitter, here's the pitch, and he struck him out. That's strike 3. Not sure what the Lynx fans thought they saw there. Clearly it was a swing.
The catcher, Drew Janke, threw that one to his third baseman, George Hamer, about 2 feet over his head. So I don't know if the Lynx fans thought maybe he was a drop third strike.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Don't think so. So 1 out on the strikeout.
Will Van Leur, number 19, up now for the Lynx, third baseman.
He's 8th in the batting order for the Lynx. And his first pitch was ball 1. Second pitch in there for a strike, and we'll have an even count here, 1-1.
Royer, kind of a tough beginning there in the top of the first, but he's kind of settled into it now.
And that one on the inside for ball 2.
Hoping to get that call.
So the high school football schedule will get released here in a couple weeks, I believe, middle of July. No swing on that one. He'll take strike 2, and we'll have an even count, 2-2.
So we can start planning our trips.
Start planning ahead, yep. 9 games for the Scoopers coming up again this season, and they are playing not a single A school this year. We're going to have a little talk here. Coach Poole going to come out and talk with his pitcher. And it looks like Royer might be giving up the baseball early here. Interesting. Unless, Paul wants to save him for tomorrow night. They got Spearfish here.
He might.
For a doubleheader.
Yeah, it's 29 pitches for Brody.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden Wood. Aiden Wood's going to take over for Brody Royer.
So Wood will take over. We'll keep it here on the timeout. As Wood will see some warm-up time here. And to get back to high school football, I'm sorry we're talking about it. I know it's only the 1st of July tomorrow. But, yeah, the Coach Koletsky, the football season never ends for Coach. And about the first week of August, just as the rally starts to begin, he's got the boys out there already on the practice field. And, of course, they'll be doing some camps this summer and the like. But very interesting. I guess I should ask you if it should be public knowledge or not about who maybe our quarterback could be. You were talking about it. A certain Scooper player was at a Manning camp, you said, in Louisiana. Is that public knowledge we can talk about on the air?
Yeah. I
mean,
he's our good friend, Pat,
all right.
Pat West. And, I think it's still up in the air who the Scooper quarterback is going to be. But, Gage West got invited down to a Peyton and Eli Manning passing camp down in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
How about that?
Thick, eating gumbo all week long in Cajun country. And
that's right.
Pat said he was going to send some pics. I didn't see any, but I'm sure he'll catch up with us sometime. And he said it was just brutally hot and humid, but what an experience for young Gage West, who's heading into his junior year.
Yep. But that would lead you to believe at least Gage is hoping to try out for quarterback. For the Sturgis Scoopers this fall.
I've heard also some rumblings of some young players, an incoming freshman or sophomore. The name escapes me right now. So, there's going to be a quarterback competition, I'm sure.
Of course, high school football always exciting for us here. It's one of our favorite sports to bring you here on the Big 81. We'll be partnering with Live Ticket again this fall. And I think our first game is that last weekend in August already.
Wow.
So looking forward to that.
Looking forward to it.
Here we go. And a swing, and that's going to be, that's going to go foul. So that'll be a foul.
The pitching limitation rule, as long as Brody stayed under 30 pitches, he could pitch tomorrow.
Correct.
So he had 29 pitches here through an inning and 2/3.
We're guessing that's what the situation is here. This is blooped out into right field by Van Leur, and that'll be a pop fly out.
Yeah, just a couple of pitches by Aiden Wood, 3 pitches.
Got the Titans out of the top of the second inning. It stays a 2-0 ball game, and when we return, the Titans will be up for their second at-bat. They'll try to cut into this Brandon Valley Lynx lead.
Up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Monday evening here. Not too hot, not too cold here
perfect.
tonight. We'll take this over those 90-degree temperatures that we'll be seeing heading into the 4th of July holiday weekend. Let's see what the Titans can do at their second at bat. Up to bat will be the number 28 player, Brody Royer, will be batting.
Brody hitting an even 200 on this Legion season. Luke Felderman with a strike on that pitch. Quick first inning for Felderman. Bottom of the first, he threw 8 pitches. Titans need to make him work a little more than that.
Even count here for Royer, 1-1. And he'll take this one up high and on the outside for ball 2. So 2-1 goes the count.
I just shot Sheriff Pat West a text and said, hey, how did Gage do at that camp? So maybe we'll get a quick update.
Hopefully we'll get an answer, huh? That one up high for ball 3. And that one in there, strike 2. And now we got a full count. Payoff pitch coming. Our payoff pitch brought to you by
Tim Potts Photography,
who is here today.
There he is. Largest lens in western South Dakota.
This one is blooped. That one might go over the head of the center fielder out there. No, backing way up to pull that one in. And that'll be out number 1. So just not quite enough on that one by Royer.
Brighton Stroh out in center. That was deep, but
sun in his eyes too.
Yeah, a little tough right now with the shadows. The Titans they've hit 4 pop-outs so far, 2 to the right fielder, 2 to the center fielder. So the way Felderman's pitching, the Titans need to make this infield work too. Get some hits down in the dirt.
George Hamer at the plate for the Titans, and he'll take this one on the inside for ball 1.
Hamer hitting 156, playing third base, and heading off to basic training here this summer for the United States Army.
Yep. And that one off the outside for ball 2. So this Lynx team played Spearfish very well. Great pitching. Just gave up the 3 hits, but forced Spearfish to strand all 3 of them. And they come away with the 4-0 victory. That one is hit to the shortstop. Handled cleanly. Throw to first clean.
Safe.
No, did not get it there. I think he dropped the ball. He did.
He did. Yeah, shortstop Rylan Carroll with a clean field, but the throw a little bit low to his first baseman. First baseman for Brandon Valley, Max Peters, couldn't handle it.
So safe at first. That will be a hit given up. That might go down as an error, Terry, not a hit.
Yep, it sure did.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up Carter Williams. Hamer's on first. And Williams will take that one on the down low for ball 1. So 1-0 goes the count.
Yep, a play that Brandon Valley should have made.
Mm-hmm. And that one up high and outside, ball 2. Hamer returns to first. So 2 balls, no strikes here for Williams. Williams will take ball 3. So he's going to be well ahead in the count here with Hamer on first.
Yeah, for the next 45 minutes, an hour or so, it's going to be a little tough on the infield and the outfield with the sun setting. And a clear night. Sun right in the eyes.
That one's ball 4, so he walks him on 4 pitches. And Williams will trot to first base. Hamer moves to second. And Kel Sundstrom, number 7, will come to the plate. Left-handed hitter for the Titans.
And Sundstrom really has improved his hitting over this Legion season, hitting .316. He's got 2 doubles, 2 triples. And a lefty. It's always nice to have a lefty in your lineup.
Indeed. Well, Kel will take that one on the inside, ball 1. Felderman on the mound here for the Lynx, struggling a little bit here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, having trouble finding that strike zone.
And a big swing and a miss there, though, for Sundstrom, and strike 1. Even count here for Sundstrom. Trying to advance Hamer and Williams, who are on first and second, and he swings on that one fouls that one off, actually, for strike 2. So 1 and 2 goes the count for Sundstrom. Felderman checks out second base. Lets that one go, and he deep on the inside and up high for ball 2, and that'll even up the count.
Just about hit Sundstrom on that pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch coming. That one's up high. Ball 3, full count. Hamer on second. Williams on first.
1 out. Their Titans making Felderman work a bit here in the bottom of the second inning.
Ooh, he thought about swinging, and he got struck out looking. So Sundstrom will be out number 2 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yep, outside corner. Yep. Sundstrom thought that was outside, but umpire thought different.
All right, Ethan Cermak will come to the plate.
First strikeout for Felderman.
That one on the outside, ball 1. Runners return.
You know, it surprises me, that Ethan Cermak's in the 8th slot here. He's hitting .381. He's got 8 RBIs, 9 stolen bases. He's almost sounds like a leadoff hitter's type numbers.
He kind of does, doesn't it? And he gets that one right to the second baseman for the force out, though, and that is out number 3. Titans get a couple of runners on. Can't get either one of them home, though. So it stays a 2-0 ball game in favor of Brandon Valley. We're back in 60. You're listening to Titan Baseball on the Big 81, KBHB, and on Live Ticket TV.
Newell Golf Club, located just minutes outside of town, the friendly hometown golf course. Come play a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere and enjoy the views that western South Dakota has to offer. Newell Golf Club strives to be a community leader, offering the course to the Newell High School and middle school golf teams free of charge and hosting multiple community golf tournaments throughout the season. First-time members get half off membership fees. Look us up on Facebook.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Neuenhaus in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us.
your Sturgis Titans. First pitch here, and that one's a wild pitch. That one goes underneath the catcher and bounces off the backstop in front of us. And we're closing in. I think we're back to the top of the batting order for the Lynx, Terry, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we're in the
Ninth spot.
number 9
This will
position.
be
Yeah, Christopher Joseph.
Christopher Joseph, yep.
Yep, number 1, the catcher. Second pitch is low.
And that's ball 2, yep.
You know, here's something to cause a little controversy. We'll talk about this for a minute. That
This one
ball,
up high, ball 3.
ESPN's been doing 50 states in 50 days,
Yep.
and they had the South Dakota Mount Rushmore of sports legends. You know, Vince, our friend Vince, sent that to us, and there's a debate going on right now on Twitter.
That one's up high, ball 4, so that's a walk.
First walk for Aiden Wood. ESPN had Brock Lesnar, Becky Hammond,
I seen, yeah.
Adam Vinatieri, and Tito Francona. Tony Francona, Reds manager, also managed the Red Sox. And I'm like, he's from South Dakota. He was born in Aberdeen and then moved away. He's not a South Dakotan.
Isn't Sparky Anderson from South Dakota?
Sparky
He probably
Anderson's
should
from
have been
South
up there.
Dakota.
Yep.
Oop.
And
great
getting
throw.
back. They didn't get him.
Great throw. Joseph way off first base, and Braden Knutson, the leadoff hitter, showing bunt. Good
And
throw by
Joseph
Janke.
Just got back in time. He
He
did
did.
not beat that tag by much.
But, yeah, the debate on Twitter, here's some names for you. Randy Lewis, Eric Pietkowski, Doug Miller, Lincoln McElravy, Sparky Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
That was almost caught off the bunt by the catcher.
Heck of an effort by Janke.
It'll go down as a foul ball.
Yeah, Mark Ellis, former post-22
Sure.
player.
Sure, and with the
A's.
Athletics for many years, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Brock Lesnar, yeah, he was a good wrestler. He wrestled for Minnesota, I think, and then he's a WWE guy, but, man, there is some better. Tony Francona, I mean, he's a great manager, but he is not a South Dakotan.
Two
I'm
balls,
sorry.
no strikes. There's the swing, and that'll be off to the races for a foul ball.
Just because you're born here doesn't make you South Dakotan, right?
Well,
you're more
I don't
South
know.
Dakotan.
I guess it.
I mean, you were
Guess
born
it
in
depends on how you look at the birthright thing, but I won't get into that either.
birthright South Dakota citizenship. Didn't the Supreme Court just strike that down? No, we won't talk politics.
We don't want to go there. Count is 1-2 here for the left-hander. Knutson has tried to bunt this one away a couple times. Let's see if he tries this again.
Yeah, Knutson walked his first time up and scored a run.
Oh, he swung on that one. And that one's going to go foul, too. Yep. So Knutson staying alive here with the count 1-2.
He's battling.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, Sparky Anderson, Lincoln McElravy.
I could
is
see
a
Sparky
wrestler.
up there. He's legendary.
Casey Tibbs, rodeo. I mean, yes, Olympic gold medalist Randy Lewis.
Mm-hmm. And
Great
there's
throw.
a stolen base.
Got
They
him.
get him. They did.
Great throw by Janke.
So they throw out Joseph on the steal. He tried to steal second. And that'll empty up the bases here with one away. Knutson still fighting at home plate.
Yeah, that kind of sets the tone for Brandon Valley. If they think about stealing again, Janke, wow, what a gun from home plate.
And that's going to be ball 3. So it's going to be a full count for Knutson. It seems like he's been at the plate here forever. He's taken a lot of pitches.
So, yeah, when ESPN had Tony Francona up there, I'm like, what? He's born in Aberdeen. So what?
Sparked a debate.
Yeah, Sparky. Speaking of Spark, yeah, Sparky Anderson, World Series
Ball 4.
manager.
So 2 walks in a row here now. Knutson gets on base.
I get a little fired up on that conversation.
Yes, I can
do.
tell you're just a little fired
do.
up. Yes, Ryder Mueller comes to the plate.
I mean, you know my dad was military. I was born in California, but I consider myself a South Dakotan. Went to high school here, and you went to college here, and you've worked here for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a South Dakotan. You
This
probably
one up high,
or
ball
would you rather be known as a Wyomingite?
Either or.
Either or. He doesn't
Don't
care.
matter.
Birthright citizenship.
1 ball, no strike from Mueller. So 2 walks here by the Titans. They get 1 out, though, on the attempted stolen base. And this one is way up high and outside ball 2. I can see Becky Hammond on there, though.
For sure.
She was the first one that actually popped into my mind when you think of great South Dakota superstars. Miller came into my mind the second.
Yeah, national champion, NBA champion.
Yep.
Randy Lewis, Olympic gold medalist.
Sure.
How do you leave an Olympic gold medalist? I mean, there's a lot of states have him, I guess, but he's the pride of Rapid City, of wrestling in South Dakota. Lincoln McElravy, too. Former Philip Scotty wrestler.
Scotty, yep.
Just a stud.
3 balls, no strikes here. And they're not going to rain this one. That's over the head, almost hit him. So 3 balls in a row, and here comes Coach Poole. So Aiden Wood trying to settle down here, but he's walked 3 straight batters, and now with 1 away, 2 Lynx are on board.
Having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. He got the 3rd out in the top of the 2nd, but like Gary said, since then he's walked 3 in a row.
And had it not been for the stolen base fiasco for the Lynx, they'd have the bases loaded with nobody out right at the moment. But
I'm done with my South Dakota athlete rant.
Well, we got to have something to talk about once in a while. So I did see that come over. Vince had sent that over on the text pool.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and
it got me fired up at home, and my wife could care less. But I was ranting around the house, and she looked at me like, I don't care.
Oh, dear.
But I knew you would kind of care.
Oh, yes, I
you love
do.
sports.
We're sports fans.
We are.
So.
Yeah, a lot to talk about. I mean, baseball right now, we're heading into the All-Star break here pretty soon.
Almost to the All-Star break, halfway
away.
through the season. The worst team in the league is still the Rockies. Big swing and a miss there. So that was a good pitch by Wood.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach Poole.
Stroh at the plate.
Sturgis Cooper girls at a team camp this week, playing some good basketball.
Up high for ball 2. I am sensing from Coach Courtney Poole, who we might have to get up here before the end of the baseball season, is really looking forward to the upcoming girls basketball season, as am I.
Oh, yeah, me too.
With what we have coming back. We've got some talent coming back.
Strike.
The count will go to 1-2 here for Stroh.
I think they won 1-1, lost 2 maybe today at that team camp. Megan Long was live streaming for us, and
big swing, and that one popped foul.
Megan was providing a little commentary, and she said, I need to shut up during my video. I said, no, you need to do some play-by-play, Megan.
I was going to say, maybe we could put her up here and give her some practice, huh?
Just watch those 4-letter words,
yes,
Megan.
Yes, you can't cuss. No bad words.
I think on Facebook it's probably allowed, but not on radio.
I don't know. They might kick you off, put you on probation for that, too.
Put you in Facebook jail.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch coming. Stroh will not swing. That's a passed ball. Runners advance to second and third here for the Lynx. Have a couple of runners in scoring position and a 2-0 lead in the top of the third.
Yeah, if you look at Aiden Wood, he's got the most innings pitched of any Titan pitcher, 23. He's 2-0, just having kind of a rough night tonight, giving up 18 hits, 17 runs. He has struck out. His batting average against is .205, so he's got to settle down and hit that strike zone.
And that is ball 3, and they're going to have a full count coming.
And I think the Sturgis girls are out in, I believe it's Mitchell at Dakota Wesleyan for that team camp. Yeah, she's got them working hard. That's good.
And chasing that one for strike 3 is Stroh.
Couple
so Wood
strikeouts.
Gets a nice one there.
Yeah, a couple strikeouts for Brighton Stroh. First strikeout for Aiden Wood. I was asking Megan, hey, where's the shark? I don't see her out there, her daughter Leah. And she said Leah played the first game like she was still on a horse.
Ah. Well, it is rodeo season for her.
Ball hit
Throw
to the third baseman.
Got it. Yep. All right, so the Lynx strand a couple runners here. Titans get the defense kicked into high gear.
Aiden Wood settled down.
And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Still a 2-0 lead for Brandon Valley. This is Titan Baseball on the Big 81.
It's full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
So we head to the bottom of the third inning here at Strong Field. 2-0 lead for Brandon Valley. Leadoff batter here for the Titans is Landon Lyons. He's ninth in the batting order. And he'll swing on this one for strike one. 2-0 lead still for the post-131 Lynx. So talking about great South Dakota superstars, where would you put Megan Mahoney in that?
Oh, man.
There's another one.
Yeah. She could be up there.
Mm-hmm. That one way outside for ball one. The count will go 1-1.
Yeah, a great high school career, a fantastic college career, played in the WNBA, played professional ball overseas. Yeah, she's up in the conversation too.
Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike, and that one will go down as ball 2, low and on the outside.
Courtney Poole says Scooper girls beat Pierre and West Central but lost to Mitchell. So 2-1 today.
Not too bad.
Didn't have Olivia Vleem today. She's
that
still
up high, ball 3. I think she's
recovering.
still nursing that injury she got during the regular season. She should be back full strength by the time we roll around December for the start of the season. 3-1 coming, and swing. That gets to the second baseman. They'll turn that, yes, just barely. That was a low throw by the second baseman, and the first baseman was able to hang on to it. So 1 away. We're back to the top of the batting order for the Titans with Drew Janke coming to the plate.
Yeah, nice play by second baseman Ryder Mueller for Brandon Valley.
You know what would be a good night for? That one way outside, ball 1. A soft ice cream cone. Well, that too. But I'm not sure if there's anybody here at the ballpark that's feeling sorry for the 2 lonely broadcasters that are up here in the booth tonight.
We had a gentleman
that's ball
up here
2.
chatting with us before the game, and he asked, what are you guys doing for dinner? And I thought he was hinting that he was going to go buy us some hot dogs, but they haven't.
Well, maybe he was. You just didn't play the game right.
They haven't. You're right.
He handed it to you. He practically gave it to you.
He teed it up.
Missed it.
He teed it up. I swung.
And you just whiffed.
I swung and I missed.
You whiffed big time. 3 balls, no strikes here now for Drew Janke.
You're right, I did. He teed it up for me nicely. Drew Janke 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up in the bottom of the first.
That pitch is right in there. I did not figure Janke would swing on anything coming from Felderman there.
Felderman at 37 pitches.
And got him swinging on that one, strike 2. So now it's a full count.
Janke hitting .286 this season. Catching tonight for Sturgis.
Janke swings, fouls it back. Turning the lights on here pretty soon at Strong Field. 8:11 here in the Mountain Time Zone at the ballpark. 9:11 in Central. And that one blooped short and caught. Wow, what a catch out there by the second baseman. For the Brandon Valley Lynx for out number 2, a diving catch. That would be on SportsCenter tonight, my friend.
That was a nice catch. Ryder Mueller at second. Diving catch. Felderman still making the Titans pop up. Just been a couple of grounders so far. Aiden Wood at the plate now hitting 195. He popped out his first time up tonight.
He'll take his first pitch from Felderman on the outside for ball 1. And late swing, and he'll foul that one back for strike 2. Check that, strike 1. It'll be a 1-1 pitch coming for Aiden Wood. This is the second game of the evening for Brandon Valley. They beat Spearfish earlier 4-0, and he thought about swinging, pulls it back, ball 2.
Yeah, the Lynx have 2 games tomorrow in Rapid City.
Taking on the Post 320 Stars at Pete Lean, and that one is... that's going to be a fair ball, yes, sir.
Deep down the left field line.
Aiden Wood will turn it into a double.
Well hit ball by Aiden Wood.
Just inches separated that one from fair and foul. Wood will take it.
Yeah, as we said earlier, he's got the only home run of the season so far for the Titans. Blasted one over left field wall in a game that we weren't here for.
That's right.
Unfortunately. We had
Elijah Wood to the plate.
Had to hear about it from Adam Miller. He said, "You guys missed a home run tonight." Dang it.
That seems to be the case with us, you know. And that one on the inside. Big leadoff out there for Aiden Wood on second base. 1 ball, no strikes for Stroud.
Stroud, the leading RBI hitter for the Titans at 17. Got a pretty healthy 347 batting average. See if he can add to that total here.
And he'll take this one in there for a strike, and that'll even things up here. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 is the count. 2 away. And he swings late on it, and it'll be a foul ball. It did get past the catcher, though, so they'll allow Wood to get to third base. And the count will be 1-2.
Bless you. Pitch. Stroud hits it out to right field. Caught by right fielder
3,
Jack Blomgren, who's been pretty busy out in right field for Brandon Valley.
Titans get a runner on third. They end up stranding him, and it's 2-0. We head to the 4th inning next.
This 4th of July, we celebrate the freedom, independence, and pride that make this country great. At Grossenberg Implement, we honor the hard work and sacrifice that built America. In observance of Independence Day, all of our locations will be closed Friday, July 4th, so our team can celebrate with loved ones. From our family to yours, happy Independence Day, and thank you for letting us be a part of your community.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
South Dakota State.
Wow.
I think he's going to be a senior. He was one of those kids. We came in, the Scooper boys were playing Huron in the Sodak 16 and expected that kid to dominate.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. He didn't have a great game against Sturgis, but overall he had a good season, and he's going to play for the Jackrabbits in the fall.
Go ahead.
Fall of 2026.
So a year.
Yeah.
Elijah Stroud on the mound. Here comes the bunt. And that's not going to get to first in time. And doing the splits out there to hang on to that one is Aiden Wood. But now we're going to see the runner take off to second. What happened to the baseball here? Not sure what happened there.
Aiden Wood stretched. Boy, he did the splits at first base. That had to.
But I'm not sure if he hung on to the baseball too long or what, but the Brandon Valley Lynx runner is on second base. Yep.
Aiden Wood, 25 pitches, leaves after an inning and a third, walked 3, struck out 1.
Oh, and that is hit by pitch. Stroud puts that one right off the shoulder blades of number 3 for Brandon Valley. That is Jack Blomgren. So Blomgren goes to first. Max Peters is on second, and now Jacob Halseth will come to the plate.
Yeah, I think Coach Poole trying to keep his pitchers under 30 pitches so he can use them tomorrow if needed.
And that's a bunt, and that's fair. They'll throw to first, and they just get the out there.
Nice play by Janke. A nice cover of first by Kel Sundstrom.
They just get the runner on first, and runners in scoring position now for the Lynx with 1 away.
Yeah, but Halseth did his job.
He did.
Laid that bunt down and got thrown out at first, but he advanced Blomgren and Peters.
Number 19, the third baseman.
Van Loer will come to the plate now. This one up high and on the outside for ball 1. 2-0 lead for post 131. And that pitch up high for ball 2. It's like Stroud was trying to maybe kind of float that one into the strike zone. Didn't work. And that one on the inside, but counted as a strike. 2-1 goes the count.
We'll see if Stroud can get out of this inning with no damage.
And he goes up high on that one, ball 3.
Brandon Valley with the 2-0 lead. It's been some scoreless innings for both teams, and the Titans still in this one.
And that's ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. Van Leer gets on base. 1 away with the bases juiced. And now Christopher Joseph will come to the plate for the Lynx. Okay, we're going to, what are we going to do here? It looks like our second runner on second base is turning in his gloves here to the coach. So a called timeout. He'll return to second base.
Must not have pants pockets.
Yeah. That's what those are usually useful for, huh? That one then for a strike.
I just didn't want, I don't know. They do have a back pocket on those uniform pants. Just didn't want the bulge in the back pocket, maybe. It's not cool enough.
And that one up high and on the inside, ball 1. Even count, 1-1. Runners on all the bases here for post 131. And look at the leadoff out there by Van Leer. He's about halfway to second base. Swing, and that one is hit out into center field. That's
Comes
caught.
to throw home.
Runner tags up at third. He'll score at home to make it 3-0.
Good sacrifice fly by Joseph.
So 2 away.
Not really deep. And Carter Williams in center field did the right thing. Hit his cutoff man. Which was Stroud on the mound. Probably, with the arm he has, he may have tried to gun him out at home, but it's a long shot.
So 3-0 lead for Brandon Valley. And now Braden Knutson will be at the top of the batting order now for the Lynx.
Here's the leadoff hitter, Braden Knutson. He's walked twice and scored.
Runners on first and second for Brandon Valley, and that pitch by Stroud is a strike on the outside corner.
Knutson's walked both his times up, scored a run in the top of the first inning.
Pitch coming, up high, ball one.
Janke trying to frame that one for the umpire. Saw that a lot in the College World Series. They had some really solid catchers, and that was a fun series to watch.
That one on the inside for ball two, and it hit him. Yep, he did.
Second one of the inning.
And the bases are loaded again with two away for Brandon Valley, and now second in the batting order. Here comes Ryder Mueller to the plate.
Yeah, Coastal Carolina did a great job getting to the final. They just couldn't beat LSU.
Couldn't get through the Tigers, yep.
Yeah, I wanted them to win, but LSU's pretty much a powerhouse. I don't know if you watched that Game 2 of the College World Series.
I did not.
Coastal Carolina coach got thrown out in like the first inning for arguing balls and strikes, and that was some controversy.
That one's going to be hit and caught by the second baseman. And that will strand three runners for the Brandon Valley Lynx. So the Titans take care of business when they need to here in the top half of the fourth inning. It's a 3-0 lead for Brandon Valley, and we'll head to the bottom half of the fourth in 60. 60.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Sturgis right. The plate, and Luke Felderman pitching for Brandon Valley. That's his 50th pitch.
And that one in there for a strike two, and count 1-2.
5 walks, 2 hit batters in this game. Just 1 hit.
Royer hitting 200 coming into this game on this Legion season.
That one, ball two. That will even things up here for Royer. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Sun just about down enough to where the infielders and outfielders aren't too bothered by it.
That one fouled back. They haven't turned the lights on here yet at Strong Field, but shadows are growing here at Strong Field indeed.
A little bit easier to see the scoreboard.
Yep. Pitch coming and swing and a miss there. And that's strike 3, and Royer goes down on strikes for out number 1.
And you're headed to Wyoming.
Headed to Wyoming on Wednesday. Yes, sir.
Go see your father.
Indeed.
What's your father's first name?
Gary.
Oh, I didn't know you were a junior.
Indeed, I'm a junior.
Okay.
Yep.
learned
Here comes George Hamer.
Learned something new about you
You learn
tonight.
something new every day, don't
I
you?
may have known that, but I just forgot.
Hamer at the plate. Ooh, Hamer took a nice pitch there. Strike one.
Yeah, good pitch by Felderman. Felderman with 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, giving up just 1 hit so far to the Titans. And Brandon Valley with just 2 hits, but got 3 runs. They've manufactured some runs.
On the outside for ball 1. That'll even up the count here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good cut.
On strike 2, yep. 1-2 goes the count now here for Hamer. Hamer playing third base today. We usually see him at catcher. That one on the outside, ball 2. So now 2-2 goes the count.
George got on base back in the bottom of the second on an error. His teammates couldn't get him across the dish.
And he'll bloop this one up. That is in foul territory, but catchable. Oh, and it's dropped. First baseman out there couldn't haul that one in. That should have been an easy out.
Yeah, Max Peters at first, a little mad at himself
Yeah,
for
he should have had that one.
dropping that easy pop fly. Easy for me to say sitting up here, but
Yeah, that's true.
look pretty routine from here.
Yep. So the count stays 2-2. Hamer stays alive on the dropped foul ball. 2 count. Now for the Titans will be Carter Williams, number 21.
Carter hitting 192 coming into this game.
Been dipping in your swimming pool.
Oh, yes.
This summer.
Yeah. Got some warm days coming up this week.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to today, but I didn't have time. I was too busy.
This one high and outside for ball 1, and then you're on the road tomorrow.
Yep. Going to Rosebud and Pine Ridge, I think, so.
And you got family coming in for the 4th, don't you?
Yep, well, the girls will be home this weekend.
1 ball, no strike. Oh, he late swung on it. It'll go right to the third baseman. And they'll turn that out.
Safe.
No, they did not get it there.
Yeah, the
that
third baseman
took a little bit too much time.
Took his sweet
winding
time.
up his throw, yep.
He's got a great arm, Will Van Leer, but, he waited a little too long, and
Yep.
Carter Williams with some speed.
So Williams is safe. And that will send to the plate now Kel Sundstrom, the left-handed batter.
Yeah, got there just about a half step.
Yep.
And Kel Sundstrom hitting 316 coming into tonight.
They'll throw. Nope, that will be ball 1. Thought that was going to go to first.
Titans need some offense here.
Down 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch coming. Ooh, that one up high and inside for ball 2.
No, I think we'll do Belfouche on the 4th. I think that's the plan. Then we go
Big
to
4th of July parade. Spearfish has a really good one, too.
Yeah, they do. We may end up there. We'll see. Wind Cave on the 5th and Sheridan Lake on the 6th.
Ooh, that one's fouled off.
So, yeah, busy weekend, but
Busy weekend.
pray that we don't get too much crazy weather like we've had recently.
Well, they said 4th of July is up in the air here. There could be some severe weather on Friday night.
Lovely.
2 balls, 1 strike for Kel. And Kel, that's going to get a pass ball, and that's going to allow Williams to get to second easily. The count will be 3 balls and 1 strike here for Kel Sundstrom on this next pitch.
Yeah, good sharp single out into right center. Could score, Carter.
Titans trying to get on the board for the first time here.
Yeah, how about that crazy weather in eastern South Dakota?
My goodness, that tornado was incredible, wasn't it, by Clear Lake?
Yeah, Kadoka, Clear
That's
Lake.
ball 4. Kel gets on base, runners on first and second.
You know, and this is the guy you probably want up at the plate, Ethan Cermak, hitting 381.
And you got 2 runners on board, so
he's
definitely a good batter to have up here for the Titans.
Yeah, he grounded into an out back in the second inning.
Cermak swings,
There it is.
and there is a hit, and that
Carter.
will bring home Carter Williams, and the Titans will be on the board. It'll be 3-1.
Yeah, well hit ball right over the shortstop's head. Ethan Cermak with the RBI, his 9th RBI, I should say, of the season.
Cermak advances Sundstrom on to second base. Landon Lyons will be up to the plate next.
No, our youngest daughter wanted to do a Wind Cave tour, and I thought, I've been to Wind Cave. I've never been in Wind Cave, so
Yeah.
did a Rushmore Cave tour last week. That was kind of fun.
See, Wind Cave is down south, right?
Yeah,
That one up high for ball one. Wonderland Cave is about, what?
Yeah, just
17, 18 miles outside of
just
Sturgis,
up Van
I believe.
Acher.
Yep.
Yeah, Wind Cave is Hot Springs.
It's up a little farther than you think it is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball, no strikes. And swing on that one, and that'd be strike one. That'll even up the count here, 1-1.
71 pitches for Felderman. Their first pitcher in Game 1, Stroh, against Spearfish, threw 106 pitches. And, you know, Brandon Valley's got 4 games in 2 days. And the Brandon Valley coach is kind of throwing, you know, I don't know how many pitchers they have in their stable, but Stroh can't pitch again. And now it's 70 pitches.
See if he's going to pull Felderman here or keep him in.
Take a look at my cheat sheet here.
I think he's going to keep Felderman out there. Yep, he is. So Felderman's going to go a little bit longer here.
Yeah, he's got 3 days rest on 70 pitches, so he won't pitch again tomorrow. I think coach must figure, hey, we're just going to ride Felderman until he gets to 105 pitches.
Okay, 2 balls, 1 strike here for Lions. And Lions will take strike 2. And that'll even things up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-1 lead for the Lynx. He bloops this one up high, shallow, and that'll be caught by the second baseman. The Titans get on the board. It's 3-1. 4 innings are in the books. We'll head to the top of the 5th. It's 60. This is Titan Baseball on the Big 81, KBHB, and on Live Ticket TV.
Is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or 2? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle. Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Natural horizon, I suppose.
Stroud back on the mound for the Titans. At the plate, Bryton Stroh, who's struck out twice so far tonight. Brandon Valley leads the Titans 3-1 here, top of the 5th inning. Ball hit deep into left center.
That might... dropped out there. Yep, and that's going to turn into a double. I was worried about that there. You got 2 players out there.
Deep. Landon Lyons out in left field.
Yeah.
Carter Williams in center. Yeah, that was deep. Stroh safely at second on that dropped pop fly out to left center. Be the second error charged to the Titans.
That loads up a runner on second base here for Brandon Valley. With nobody out, we're in the top of the fifth.
Pretty routine fly ball.
It sure was.
Should have been caught.
Yeah. And again, you got a couple of players out there. They're within, feet of each other maybe?
Yeah, definitely the left fielder's play. I mean, it was right within 15, 20 feet of Landon Lyons.
That one blooped up high, and here's a similar situation. This one's going to be out in center field. And that one is caught for out number 1. All right, so 1 away. Runner stays at second. To the plate, number 2 for Brandon Valley. This is Max Peters coming to the plate.
Yep, that drop pop fly charged as an error to the Titans. Max Peters, 1-4-2 at the plate. He's got one of the 2 Brandon Valley hits.
And he'll take strike 1. Peters, left-handed hitter for the Lynx. Runner on second for Brandon Valley. Pitch coming up high. Here comes the attempted stolen base, and safe at third. So Brandon Valley, who has not stolen much here tonight, they got thrown out the one time they did try it. This time they are successful.
Mastro with some speed.
And that's going to be ball 2.
Third stolen base for Brandon Valley.
2 balls, 1 strike for Peters. Two 2-1 pitch coming. Peters takes it up high, ball 3. Now 3-1 the count.
Pretty quiet crowd here at Strong Field.
Yep, just enjoying the ball game. That one's a blooper, and that one gets past the first baseman. That's going to bring in a run. And that's going to be a single for Peters.
Yeah, right between the first and second baseman. Aiden Wood dove for it. Looks like he's a little bit dinged up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. He's slow to get up here.
Might have strained something.
Slow to get up. Let's see if he stays out there and he try to walk it off here.
Checking his rib cage, and he's
so
got
it's a
some
4-1 lead now for the Lynx.
He scuffed up his right hip. A little bit of
got some road rash there.
A little bit of redness, yeah. A little road rash on that right hip. He's gonna sit and wallow in his pain for a minute until they get the ball game back underway.
Jack Blomgren will be at the plate. So the Titans coach is looking to see if I think he's going to stay out there. Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those
just
plays.
Trying to walk it off a little bit.
You want to give him a little time
Sure.
to just, let the pain subside. You wouldn't want to be taken out for it.
No. All right, he's going to hang in there. Runner on first here for Post 131. They lead 4-1. They've scored a run here in the top of the 5th.
Jack Blomgren hit by a pitch his last time up.
And he'll take this one up high and on the outside corner for ball 1. So Peters on first. Blomgren at the plate.
26 pitches for Stroud.
They'll throw it to first. Chase Peters back. 1 ball, no strikes here for Blomgren. That one on the outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Peters tags up at first. Little bit of a lead off out there. Oh my, and that was high and on the inside, ball 3. Blomgren losing his hat.
Yeah, notice Blomgren crowds that plate
He
pretty
does.
good.
He does.
He gets close to it. I think maybe Stroud throwing it inside to get him to back up a little.
And he'll take strike 1 on that pitch.
At this point in the game, too, the batter's box is really just, you can't see it anymore.
Yep.
I mean, the players and the umps know where it is, just, by instinct, but good pitch.
And that's strike 2, so full count coming here now for Blomgren. Okay, here comes Coach Poole.
That's 29. That's 30 pitches for Elijah Stroud, so he might be coming out.
We might be seeing another pitcher, yep. So
he's trying to keep all of his pitchers under 30 pitches.
So Coach Poole is keeping his pitchers under 30.
I think we got Bridger Batten coming in maybe to take over now.
Somebody just did a firework. And call me old-fashioned, but you're not supposed to be doing those yet. Well, they scare my dog.
Yeah.
They're quite traumatic for him.
I think that's number 11, which
I
is...
believe you're right.
Bridger
that would be Bridger Massabatten. Yep.
I believe so. Well, Elijah Stroud will leave the game after an inning and a third. 30 pitches, no strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 2 runs, couple of hit batters.
So you're going to put the baseball here, Terry, in Bridger Massabatten's hand. You got a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the batter. You got a runner on first and a 4-1 lead for post 131 here.
Yeah, Titans still within striking distance. And
yep. Oh, yeah, this game, long way to go yet. We're just here in the top of the 5th.
In Brandon Valley with only 3 hits, but the 5 walks, they've taken advantage of that with stolen bases. And with a couple of Titan errors, they've manufactured some runs. And Titans have had some runners on. 2 on now. And really just 2 left on base in the second and third innings. So it's really...
All right, Massabatten ready to go to work here.
Last inning was a good chance for the Titans. They just couldn't get any runs across. But
all right, this is a full count pitch coming. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Payoff pitch coming. It turns into ball 4, and that's going to send number 3, Jack Blomgren, on to first base. So runners on first and second. All right, to the plate now will come next in the batting order. That is number 30. This is Jacob Halseth. What away here in the top of the 5th. Halseth swings, and that one to the third baseman. They'll turn the out there. They'll go for the double. Do they get it? No, not quite.
Good effort by Hamer.
Right idea, yep. Tried to get the double. They do turn the out at third, though, so runners on first and second. And 2 away for Brandon Valley. Really not a good hit by Halseth right to the third baseman, and you put it into a play where not only was there a chance for the double play, you just now eliminate your runner who could have been on third base. So
yeah, good double play opportunity.
Good opportunity, but still Sturgis comes out of this looking the best.
They do.
By getting rid of that runner at third base.
Will Van Leer at the plate. He's walked. He's popped out.
Oh, he almost got hit by pitch. That one is deep on the inside, ball 1.
Will Van Leer, number 19, the third baseman.
So Van Leer at the plate with runners on first and second here for Brandon Valley.
Second, 1 man in.
1-0 pitch coming. No swing. Down low, ball 2. Runners return to second and first. 4-1 lead for the Lynx. Pitch coming. Good swing. This is going to drop. That's in between left and center field.
Misplayed
and it got by the
fielder.
left fielder. 1 run comes in. It's 5-1. Here comes another one chugging home, and it's 6-1. And the Brandon Valley Post 131 Link get a double 2 RBI hit. from Halseth.
Yep, just misplayed by the left fielder out there for the Titans. Landon Lyons kind of charged it, but it went past him. Couple of runs scored for Brandon Valley.
6-1 they lead, and to the plate now comes, and that will be hit by pitch. Yep, and that's going to send Knutson on to first base. So now you got Knutson loaded up.
I think that was Joseph.
Was that Joseph?
Number 1?
Yep, number 1. You're right, Christopher Joseph. Now Knutson will come to the plate. I was a batter ahead. So Joseph is on first, and I think that's Van Leer on second. So 2 away. Yep, he had the double. 2 RBI double, as a matter of fact. So 6-1, left-handed hitter Knutson. Now he represents the top of the order for post 131.
Titans coming into this game on a 7-game winning streak, playing some really good baseball tonight. Yeah, just making a few mistakes, and the Lynx taking advantage.
So 2 away. Titans just need to turn this third out here. And that's hit right to the first baseman, and that'll be it. So a 6-1 lead for the Brandon Valley Lynx. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. You're listening to Sturgis Titan Baseball on the Big 81, the KBHB, and on Live Ticket TV. Live Ticket TV.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic.
On KBHV, being brought to you by our sports club sponsors, including Northern Hills Eye Care. Come visit the caring eye doctors of the Northern Hills. And by Jerry Castile and the entire crew at Castile Auction and Real Estate, wishing you a happy 4th of July holiday. Gary Matthews, Terry Anderson, we're in the booth here at Strong Field. Glad you're with us. A 6-1 lead for Brandon Valley. Head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And that hit to the third baseman. Quick throw to first is there. And a quick out here as Drew Jenke, top of the batting order for the Titans, is thrown out at first base on the first pitch here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, third baseman for the Brandon Valley Lynx, Will Van Leer, didn't hesitate that much
Not
that
at
time.
all. Last time he did, remember?
Yeah,
Titans got a safe at first base.
That was George Hamer that kind of beat out the throw there, but...
All right, Aiden Wood to the plate now for the Titans with 1 away, 1 quick out here. This one is in there for a strike.
It was Carter Williams that beat out the throw, I should say.
Beautiful sunset here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of, what is that, purplish, lilac color? To the east, and to the west, it is kind of an orange color.
Yeah.
So we got all kinds of colors here in the sky here tonight. You'll be looking eastward on the Live Ticket TV cam tonight.
Aiden Wood doubled his last time at the plate, hitting 195 this season, 1 for 2 tonight.
And Wood will have 2 balls, 1 strike coming on the next pitch. Swings on that one for strike 2. That one right into the catcher's mitt, and Wood was swinging for the fences, 400 feet out there in center field.
Yeah, he's got a dinger this season, so he knows what it feels like to hit one out.
And late swing, he'll shoot that one into the gap, and that will be a foul ball off to the left side.
Premier Equipment, Studio E.
6-1 lead for Brandon Valley. And he late swings again. And actually, that was kind of a check swing. It was kind of on the inside, and he hits it on the small end of the bat. So how long before we see those torpedo bats end up in Legion baseball?
Yeah, those kind of faded away, didn't they?
They kind of did, yes.
It was a big deal for a little while there in baseball, but
Wood fouls this one off, stays alive with the count 2-2. The torpedo bats. The Yankees were using them.
yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. That was a big deal for
Everybody
about a week.
kind of forgot about it. It was
Yeah.
a big deal for a week, and now it's like, nah. And Wood thought about swinging. Good thing he didn't. Held his ground. Full count. This full count pitch brought to you by
Tim Potts Photography. He hasn't come up to say hi yet.
He
And I'm
has
a
not.
little bit
He's
angry
been-
with him.
He's been busy, though.
I know.
His lens has been going full speed ahead
But
tonight.
we miss him. Oh,
That was behind Wood, and that's going to be ball 4. So Wood gets on base with one away.
I mean, we see him so much during the school year. In the
We do.
summertime, we
kind of miss him a little bit.
We do.
But he spends a lot of time at his place down at Angostura.
He does, at the lake and with the grandkids.
And I don't blame him. He's fishing and
loving life.
Enjoying retirement.
Living large. Still waiting for the invite for the pontoon boat, but haven't gotten one yet.
I will go down there as soon as he invites us. I'm there.
Tim told me, though, Speedos are required on
That's
the
all right.
pontoon.
I'll dig mine out. But you keep telling me I have to wear it to come over to your pool.
I don't own any, but
just so your neighbors don't like to look over there, because that's going to be quite scary.
We'll post pictures.
No, we will not.
Ooh,
This
deep
one
shot
deep,
to left.
And this one, that's going to fall underneath
Caught.
the left fielder. Yep. And that'll be out number 2. Yeah, I got excited on that one, too. I thought that one might have potential, but it was a lot shallower than I thought it was.
Yeah, left fielder in good position.
Yeah,
Jake
so Stroud
Halseth.
with the pop fly out.
Brody Royer at the plate now.
Yep, see if Royer can keep things going here in the bottom of the 5th for the Titans.
Brody 0 for 2. Aiden Wood at first. Brandon Valley leads post 33, 6-1 here. Bottom of the 5th.
Swing on the first pitch, and that's a grounder right to the shortstop. Tosses it to second base for out number 3. So Brandon Valley maintains a 6-1 lead. We head to the top of the 6th inning when we return. You're listening to Sturgis Titan Baseball on the Big Anyone and watching on Live Ticket TV.
Up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
As we're nearing the top of the hour here, 9 o'clock in the Mountain Time Zone, 10 o'clock in the Central Time Zone. Ready to go. And that first pitch is on the outside for ball 1. We head to the top of the 6th inning, a 6-1 lead. Second pitch on the outside, ball 2.
Bridger batting on the mound for the Titans. At the plate for Brandon Valley is Ryder Mueller. Brighton Stroh on deck for the Lynx.
Mueller takes this one outside. That's 3 on the outside now by Massa Batten for 3 balls, no strikes. That one he got right in there, though. Strike one. Mueller did not even think about swing on that one. And that one on ball 4. So Mueller takes a base. And now Stroh comes to the plate.
Just got an answer back from Sheriff Pat West. He said that Gage didn't play with the quarterbacks. He played with the tight ends.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Caught a couple of 100 balls a day from some of the top high school quarterbacks in the country and did really well. He was named the MVP of the Midwest group.
Wonderful.
Isn't that good?
Go around, that swing and a miss for strike one.
So we might be seeing Gage at the tight end position.
Could be.
You know, the name popped into my head of the young quarterback. I think he's going to be a freshman, Wyatt Marler. Ooh.
That's a passed ball. And that's going to be a stolen base. There's going to be 2 stolen bases from Mueller. He gets all the way to third on that wild pitch.
Ouch.
That'll even the count here, 1-1.
No, I heard good things about that young Wyatt Marler. So, yeah, we might see a young quarterback. We might see Jackson Kano. We might see him at quarterback. We'll see what kind of
there, strike 2.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to.
It will be.
It's always kind of fun to see who ends up. Sometimes there's an incumbent that can't be unseated, but we lost Carter Williams to graduation, so.
That one down low for ball 2, so 2-2 the count. Yeah, it kind of left us, wondering if we were going to have a senior quarterback this year, and that may not be the case.
Yeah,
that
we'll
one
see.
Fouled off.
This Kano is such a good athlete. He'd be a great quarterback, but they might want to use him in a different position.
Yeah.
So, yeah, could have a pretty dynamic offense.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and big swing. And
big
this
deep
one
shot
out
to
into
left.
left field. That one's going to drop, and that's going to bring home a run. It's going to be 7-1. And that's going to be a double RBI.
Yeah, second double in a row for Brighton Stroh.
Yeah.
A well-hit ball out to left field. Stroh, yeah, that's his first RBI, but...
All right, Carroll will be at the plate now, I believe. This is Ryland Carroll, 4th in the batting order.
Yes, sir.
Carroll takes this one down low, ball 1. Now 4 runs here. If Brandon Valley can put them in, we'll put this in the 10-run rule category heading into the bottom of the 6th. That one in there, ball 2 on the inside.
Carroll 0 for 3 at the plate, looking for his first hit.
And that one popped back foul. That should be out of play, I think. Yeah, well out of play. Kind of hard. It is easy to lose those in the night sky here at Strong Field.
It is.
So 2-1 the count.
Wimbledon underway over in London.
It sure is. And that one in there for a strike, and that'll even the count 2-2. Maria Sharapova is not playing, but is in the audience this year, I see.
All right. Yeah, look at
Kvitkova is one of the favorites on the women's side.
I look at the names, and I don't recognize any anymore.
Yeah, Kvitkova is the only one that I recognize so far. I haven't really had a chance to look too deep into it.
Yeah, the men, I don't recognize any names. I don't follow it like I used to.
Full count, neither do I. Boy, that one is deep, and that one is, it's out of here. It's a home run. That is over the fence in left field over the Baymont sign.
Ryland Carroll with the home run.
Carroll sends that one skyward, and it's gone. And it's a 9-1 lead for Brandon Valley. Wow.
Big blast out to left field by Carroll. His third RBI.
Carroll might want that one back.
Yeah,
Don't know if anybody's going to go look for that one or not, but it's over there by the elementary school.
Well hit ball.
In that parking lot over there, yeah. Parking lot shot for Carroll.
Yeah, he's the cleanup hitter for Brandon Valley. It was 0 for 3 coming into that at bat, and he took out his anger on the ball on that one.
He sure did.
Coach Paul Poole having a chat with Batten. Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher.
Looks like we have our 4th pitcher of the night, yep. That looks like number 2, Terry?
Number 5.
Number 5. And I don't have his number.
Let me take a look at the roster that I took a picture of.
Yep, that's going to give you your – the numbers changed for the Titans during the Legion season because they wore different colored uniforms in different games.
Yeah, Jaron Andrzejewski.
Okay.
Taking over on the mound for Bridger Batten. Batten leaves 21 pitches. 22 pitches for Batten. Gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, walked 1. Hurts to give up a...
Sure does, but that's the first home run you and I have called at Strong Field this season.
It is.
For either team, so.
Yep, deep to left field.
Yep. Carroll got all of that one. And, you know, the atmosphere is just right here, too, it seems like, for those to carry out of here like that.
Yep, Sturgis at, about 4,000 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's not like the
not
Mile
like
High
the
City.
Mile High City of Colorado, right.
But it's got some altitude and no wind tonight.
Oh.
So he didn't get any help, getting that thing carried
out
by
the
wind.
But 300 something out there in left field.
Yeah, 335.
335, I think, yep.
That one was a good 340.
About 340, yep.
350, somewhere in there. We don't have the luxury of a computerized
no, we don't.
Launch angle and bat speed and all that stuff. We you see it go over the fence by 5-10 feet, so you give it a good guess.
All right, 9-1 lead for Brandon Valley, and that was Carroll who puts that one over the fence, and now Max Peters comes to the plate. And Peters looking to bunt with the bases empty. Kind of an interesting call there. Nobody out here, though, and 2 more runs will make this a 10-run rule game heading into the bottom of the 6th. Big swing, and that's going to drop. That's going to be at least a single. And another runner on board here for the Lynx, who have just woke up from a slumber here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, a double, a home run, and a single for Brandon Valley here in the top of the 6th. Looking to hit for the cycle in this inning. Get a triple, and they'll hit for the cycle, through their lineup. Gosh, the last player I think we saw hit for the cycle was probably Ridge Inhofer.
That's probably accurate, yeah. Mm-hmm. 2 balls, no strikes. With the runner on first here for the Lynx. And that one, it's going to be up high. That might be caught. Yes, that's out. Out number 1. Foul ball caught by the catcher, and the Titans needed that one.
Yeah, nice work by Drew Janke to keep an eye on that one. Just 1 away and 1 on. 3 runs scored by Brandon Valley here in the top of the 6th. As Gary said, they score a couple more, and
10-run rule.
Could end it early if the Titans can't score in the bottom half of this inning. First pitch outside. Janke throws to first. Max Peters safe, gets back to first easily.
What away. And this is Hulseth at the plate. And there goes the runner. See if they get him out. Nope. Beating the throw there. And I actually got past. That might have been kicked when he came in for the slide. Did that go off his foot?
Didn't look like it.
I thought it came off his cleat there maybe, but.
Didn't look like the Titans shortstop. Okay. Titans shortstop. Gosh, who's playing short now for the Titans? They've moved some players around here. Brody Royers at short. Didn't get over there in time.
1 ball, 1 strike. 9-1 lead for the Lynx.
9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9-1 lead for the Lynx. 9
So a successful stolen base. Hallseth waiting for the 2-1 pitch. On the way, and that's outside. That's a pass ball, but the second baseman was there just in case, and runner stays put at second.
4 stolen bases for Brandon Valley.
Pitch coming, 3-1. Big swing. That one might get caught. Yes, it will for out number 2. So a runner stays at second. 2 away now on the short fly ball. Caught by the Titans shortstop out there. So that will send to the plate now. Number 19, Will Van Leer.
Van Leer with a single and an RBI.
So Sturgis comes in tonight 10-11.
2 RBIs, I should
the
say.
Legion season, yep.
Yeah, Brandon Valley 14-12 after their win over Spearfish Post 164 earlier tonight.
Your sirens here at the field, and that one caught. Good catch by the shortstop for the Titans, and that'll wrap up the top half of the 6th inning. But the Titans got some catching up to do here. They're down 8 runs. It is 9-1. We're back for the bottom half of the 6th. You're listening to Titan Baseball on the Big 81 to KBHB.
Golf Club, located just minutes outside of town, the friendly hometown golf course. Come play a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere and enjoy the views that western South Dakota has to offer. Newell Golf Club strives to be a community leader, offering the course to the Newell High School and middle school golf teams free of charge and hosting multiple community golf tournaments throughout the season. First-time members get half off membership fees. Look us up on Facebook.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us,
Summer in the Black Hills. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, a 9-1 lead for Brandon Valley.
George Hamer at the plate for Sturgis.
Hamer takes this one high and on the outside for ball 1.
Luke Felderman on the mound still for Brandon Valley.
And swing, and that might drop. It will, and that'll be a base hit for Hamer. He got there. He was chugging along. And he is safe at first, so he has a leadoff hit here. Much needed for the Titans. Sturgis Bat Boy will come out here, and here comes Toby. Hi, Toby. Toby, the station mascot, is here, our baseball mascot. Hi, Toby. So Toby's gonna jump up here. Hi, Toby.
Sweet little boy.
All right. Hi, Toby. Toby's checking out the game here.
Toby, you got anything to say?
Toby, what would you like to say?
He can smell my beef jerky over here.
He can smell your beef jerky. That's what that smell is.
Yeah.
I knew it. That's why he came over here.
Like, I smell your
Toby
jerky.
could smell the beef jerky.
That ball hit deep out to right field over the right fielder's head.
Yep, that's going to go almost to the warning track.
Carter Williams with a double.
Yep, and the Titans will hold Williams on second base. See, this is when we need a camera facing you and I in here, my friend. Toby's like, oh, boy, I would like a piece of that jerky. I know, we can't do that, though, bud.
Second hit of the game for Carter Williams.
Indeed, and it comes right when the Titans need it the most.
He's 2 for 2. George Hamer at third. Kel Sundstrom at the plate.
So a left-handed hitter now will come for up for the Titans. Down by 8, but they've got a couple of runners in scoring position with nobody out. So let's see what the Titans can do here.
And I thought Toby just wanted to come say hi.
No, he wanted your jerky.
He could smell that jerky.
He knew you had jerky. Big swing and a miss there for Sundstrom. Good pitch. That fastball right into the catcher's mitt. So 0-2. And if you're Brandon Valley, a strikeout here is huge with runners on second and third for the Titans. Pitch coming. And he swung late on it. Fouls it back. So the count stays 0-2. Oh-2 pitch coming. That one up high, ball one. Hamer on third for the Titans. He's the closest to home. Titans need some runs here in the bottom of the sixth, down 9-1. 1-2 pitch coming, and Sundstrom swung really late on that one. We got a piece of it, though, to stay alive.
Yeah, you can check out our Twitter page, KBHB Sports on Twitter, and you'll see Gary and Toby.
And I wore red today. It's like the exact same red as Brandon Valley. I felt kind of bad.
Sometimes
should have worn my Titans blue, I suppose.
We've done that in some other sports,
We
too.
have done that, yes. That one's fouled back, so Sundstrom stays alive here. It's 1-2.
I don't think I have any. So I have some dark blue shirts, but no like light Titans powder blue shirts.
We need to get some Titans shirts made for us.
We do.
Oh, that's going to be a base hit. That's going to bring home a run, maybe two runs.
Bring home two.
Yep. Coach Poole waves home the runner, and it is 9-3. And the Titans in business here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
2 RBI single for Kel Sundstrom.
And that might be it for our starting pitcher for Brandon Valley. It's like we're going to see a pitching change.
Yeah, Luke Felderman. Arm
getting tired.
A little bit tired, yeah. He's at 89 pitches right now, and he's given up 3 hits here in the bottom half of the sixth inning.
Titans need a comeback, and they're off to a good start here. 9-3. Brandon Valley with the lead. So we're going to have a pitching change. Terry's going to check that out. And while we get a name on the new pitcher coming in, let's run down some Major League Baseball scores. In the bottom of the 10th inning, they're in extra innings. Baltimore has jumped out in front of the Rangers 6-3. So the Rangers are going to have to score 3 to keep it going, but they're in the bottom of the 10th. Orioles lead 6-3. Bottom of the 6th, the Mariners lead the Royals 5-1. The D-backs lead the Giants 2-0 in the top of the 7th. Final scores now. The Phillies shut out the Padres 4-0. Pirates shut out the Cardinals 7-0. Blue Jays edge the Yankees tonight 5-4. The Red Sox roll over the Reds 13-6. Athletics upset the Rays 6-4 was the final there. Where are the Rays playing this year? Because their home stadium got damaged by the hurricane, right? In fact, that hurricane was when you were out there, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, I thought it was.
That was Hurricane Milton, the one that chased us up to Georgia.
One that chased you up to Georgia, yep.
We call that poor planning by Terrence Anderson, the travel guide.
Hi, Toby. He's back for another bite.
I saw a disturbance in Mexico. We still, let's go to Florida because the hurricane just went through. What are the chances of another hurricane? Chances were pretty good.
And here it came.
Hurricane Milton roared through, and it damaged Tropicana Field, and I don't know where they're playing. That's a good question.
Yep, but they were not able to play in Tropicana Field, so they had to move to a different location for their home games this year. Adam's coming over to make sure Toby's not getting fed beef jerky.
I was just about to give him a piece. Luke Felderman leaves after 5 innings, 96 pitches, gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 2, and taking over for Luke Felderman is Mason Veld, number 8.
Adam Miller, by the way, he is running our live ticket TV cameras tonight. We thank him for that. All right, our pitcher has warmed up, so our new pitcher for Brandon Valley going to try and get out of trouble here. The Titans have a runner on first. They have scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And coming to the plate, number 9, Ethan Cermak. And now here you got a hitter who's one of the best hitters on the Titans roster right at the moment. And he'll take this one on the outside. So ball 1.
That's Cermak's last time up. Singled RBI, scored Carter Williams. See if he can get another RBI here.
And he swings on this one, and that's blooped up, and they'll throw it to first for out number 1. That's actually not a bad play by Cermak because you advance your runner into scoring position at second base here.
Yep, as good as a bunt.
So it's good as a bunt, yep.
You know, it's kind of like the Oakland A's now playing, I think they're playing in Sacramento.
Sacramento, yep.
And they just kind of unveiled an artist rendering of what the field is going to look like in Vegas.
Oh, and it's awful.
Oh, you don't like
It's the ugliest stadium I've seen in my life. But I expect nothing less from Vegas. So swing here, and the hopper to the third baseman. He gathers it up, throws it to first. Oh, my.
Got him.
And stretching to get that out, the first baseman for Brandon Valley. So 2 away. The runner advances to third for Sturgis.
Will Van Leer at third with that throw. A little off the mark, but his first baseman did a fantastic job, Max Peters, to stretch and get that out. Sundstrom moves to third.
Janke swing and a miss here. He's up to the plate for the Titans. So it stays 9-3. 2 away. Janke, this one up high and outside. Ball 1.
And I think Veld came in at the end of the Spearfish game, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're right, yep.
Let me take a look, because he throws with some velocity.
Brandon Valley gets the post 320 Stars tomorrow night to play a doubleheader down at Pete Lean Field.
Nope, it was Hallseth that came in at the end of that game.
And the Firecracker Tournament, I think, starts Wednesday, right?
Got to, yeah.
Wednesday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday.
Always a big deal in Rapid City.
One of the biggest tournaments in South Dakota, being held in Rapid City.
Teams love to come here for the 4th of July.
Yep. And they do fireworks, I believe.
I think so.
After the game on the 4th.
Are they doing them at Mount Rushmore this year?
No, next year.
Okay.
2026. That's the plan. A lot of things can happen between then and now. Big swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. So Brandon Valley changes pitchers. They get the job done here. Titans, though, they do inch a little bit closer. It's 9-3 after 6. We head to the 7th after this 60-second timeout. This is Titan Baseball on the Big 81 and also on Live Ticket TV.
Is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
This 4th of July, we celebrate the freedom, independence, and pride that make this country great. At Grossenberg Implement, we honor the hard work and sacrifice that built America. In observance of Independence Day, all of our locations will be closed Friday, July 4th, so our team can celebrate with loved ones. From our family to yours, happy Independence Day. And thank you for letting us be a part of your community.
When you ask for Black
Tummy wouldn't want that to happen. All
Adam,
right.
Adam might be a little angry with me if,
Top of the
if
seventh.
Toby has boo-boo tummy.
We don't want that tonight. No, sirree. 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch coming, and this one on the outside for ball 2. So Titans will need to take care of business here, keep Brandon Valley from getting any more runs on the board. Down by 6 runs here. Here's the pitch, and that one's on the outside, ball 3. So 3 straight out of the strike zone here. 3-0 pitch coming, and that's ball 4. So 4 straight. And that's going to send the runner on to the base. That's Christopher Joseph, by the way. It gets on the walk. Now we're back to the top of the batting order, and Braden Knutson, the left-handed hitter, will come to the plate.
And now, Braden Knutson.
Beautiful night here in Sturgis. It's perfect temperature-wise.
Oh, it is. Couldn't ask for a better night.
This one is blooped out into left field. That's going to drop as
Fair
a
ball.
fair ball. Oh, my goodness, by an inch or two. And, you know, if the problem with that one was Knutson was thinking that was going to be a foul ball, plus there was a chance of it being caught, so he was really slowing up. Had he been going full speed ahead, that probably would have been a double.
Well, he had a guy in front of him.
Yeah.
You know, Christopher Joseph,
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
was in
true.
too big of a hurry to get to third.
He was
so-
wondering if that was going to get caught, too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
That pitch is a strike. Now to the plate comes number 41, I do believe. This is Ryder Mueller.
Yep, that ball landed right on the left
It did.
field foul line. Base hit.
That one's going to bloop right between the shortstop and the third baseman. It's going to load up. Oh, no, they got one in a pickle here. He's going to get him to third base, so Titans didn't see it. And a run scores, and it's 10-3, post 131. You've probably seen that on Live Ticket. That runner at third base wasn't going to go, and then all of a sudden here comes the runner at second, chugging towards him. He had to go. And the Titans just couldn't put it together. So it's 10-3. Lynx with the lead. And that one is going to be in there for a strike. Good pitch. This will be number 22 at the plate. Brighton Stroh. That's a baseball name. That would look good on a baseball card.
Sure would. Andrew Jeske on the mound for the Titans.
That's ball 1. So if anybody makes baseball cards, Terry and I each want one. Each of us.
I'd say, yeah, grab a picture of me from
Yes.
30 years ago.
Yeah,
I look
same
a little
here.
better than I do now.
Exactly. We don't want to look so old that we're...
We have faces made for radio.
That's correct.
If you know what I mean.
That's correct. We got to touch them up a little bit.
Yep. Photoshop.
Use the Meta AI thing and
Oh, man.
roll back your years on the Ultra
that
4K.
one hit
That one up
deep to
high,
center.
and that is
Caught.
Yep. Base runners will stay the same.
Stroh flies out to Royer at shortstop.
So runners will stay at second and third. Yeah, that catch was right in front of the second baseman out there.
I'll tell you, that AI stuff is getting pretty realistic, isn't it?
It sure is.
I'm not sure if they could make me look any better than I do now. No.
Well, you could insert your picture and it'll do what you tell it to do. So you can tell it to make my nose small.
I said that wrong. It couldn't
make my chin look.
I think I said that wrong.
Oh, did you?
It could make me look a lot better than I
It
do.
could make you look a lot better. Yes, if you think you need to look a lot better.
I don't
We're
really
good.
care.
We're good. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ryland Carroll, home run his last time up.
And that swing is, nope, that's going to be ball 2, no swing. So 2-1, runners on second and third here for the Lynx. They lead 10-3, top of the 7th.
2 on, 1 away.
And that one's headed out to Ballpark Road.
Carroll
Bella will have a baseball out there tomorrow
Yeah.
if you're walking her.
You know, we don't normally come up to this part, but I might tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I got to leave around, I don't know. I don't have to leave that early tomorrow now.
And that one's up in the air, right field. First baseman for the Titans will rein that one in. Ooh, the runner was thinking about going. He's going to pull it back. And that was good. A good job by the Titans first baseman, knowing that that runner may go.
Yeah,
and they kept him at third base.
Aiden Wood at first base.
He was a good job. Good awareness for Aiden Wood.
No, I've got a dermatology appointment in the morning, so before I head off to the middle of the state.
That one is up high for ball one.
Going to check me for any weird-looking moles, I guess.
Do that too. 1 ball, no strikes. Left-handed hitter up for Brandon Valley. This one up high, ball 2. This one up high and outside.
Max Peters. Got Max. He's having a pretty good night for Brandon Valley.
So 2 away. Oh, boy, that one is right off the pitcher, and that was a screamer. And that's going to allow 2 runs to score. And it's 12-3 in favor of the Brandon Valley Lynx. My goodness.
Yeah, Max,
that one was
Peters
screaming off the pitchers.
4 for 5 at the plate with 3 RBIs, having a fantastic night.
So 2 away. Peters on first.
Yeah, Peters.
Oh, there goes a pass ball, and that didn't allow Peters to get to second base.
Titans need to get the third out and try to make something happen in the bottom of the 7th.
Yep. Blomgren at the plate. And that one in there for a strike. Good pitch.
Brandon Valley has scored 3 runs.
Blomgren looking for his first hit, but he's walked, got hit by a pitch, scored a run.
And you'll take this one on the inside. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yep, Titans will have 1 more shot here at the bottom of the 7th. But they're down 9 runs right at the moment, 12-3. Big swing, and boy, that one screamed foul. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes for Blomgren. And he'll take ball 3, full count coming. So full count, 3-2, and that's ball 4. And that's going to walk him. So Blomgren goes on to first. Peters, here goes Peters. He's going to go. He might get tugged out. He did, and that's going to be out number 3. I'm not sure what he was doing. Did he just lose track of the ball on that one or what?
He may have.
He just went, and the pitcher is standing right there with the baseball, and he just went and kept on going. So the Titans will have 1 chance here. Bottom of the 7th. They're down 9 runs. It's 12-3. Back for the bottom half of the inning after this 60-second timeout. 60-second timeout.
Hospital. You ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Toby's back.
He can smell that jerky. Mason Veld still on the mound for Brandon Valley, going to close this thing out for the Lynx.
At least hoping to here.
Hoping to.
Titans got plans. They want to cut into this lead here a little bit.
Got some work to do.
Wood will look at a 2-1 pitch, and he swings on that one, does get a piece of it for a foul ball, so we'll go 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Aiden Wood with a double, a walk. Got stranded on second back in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Two and 2, 12-3 lead for Brandon Valley. A little time out there. The ump was getting some more baseballs. It was getting low. We've seen some foul balls go off here. 2-2 pitch. Oh, Moy, he hit him, didn't he?
I think he hit
That went off the ump, actually.
I think it might have went off Aiden Wood's bat.
And I think it went off the ump.
Did it?
Yep.
Ouch. Yep. He's
Yep.
shaking it off.
Yep. That's why they wear all that padding.
Got some exposed skin, but the upper body is covered pretty well, except the arms. That'd sting a little.
So I think this is this full count now, or still 2-2? Well, it don't matter. That's strike 3. Wood strikes out. And he chased that one.
Yep, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, that was way outside. Wood was standing here in South Dakota, and that pitch was in Wyoming. That's how far outside it was. So 1 away.
I'm trying to make something happen offensively. It's been a struggle.
You got to do it.
It's been a struggle for the Titans. They've got 6 hits and 3 runs.
So Stroud comes to the plate. This one up high on the outside, ball 1.
Elijah struggled a bit tonight. He hasn't gotten a hit. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah.
Comes into this game hitting .347, so a really good batting average.
That one up high outside 2, ball 2.
Some nights you just don't see the ball as well.
Yeah. Oh, and just got hit.
And some nights you get hit by the baseball.
That one time he did. So Stroud gets on base. And that will send to the plate, number 28 now, Brody Royer. Little discussion here with the catcher and the pitcher for Brandon Valley. He's had a couple that are dangerous in there. And that first one that was on the inside, he missed Wood, but it went off the umpire. Now one definitely hit. In fact, Stroud is down out there. That hurt. Looks like he's all right.
Give him a chance to shake it off.
He's going to go ahead and take base. So 1 away here, a 12-3 lead for the Post 131 Lynx. And that one swing and fouled off. So we'll see if Royer can advance Stroud onward here. And that one is hit. Picked up by the third baseman. They may try and turn the double play. They will not. So 2 away. They throw out Stroud at second. And Royer gets to first.
Brody Fielder's choice puts him at first with
Titan bat boy out there to pick up Royer's bat. That will bring George Hamer to the plate. So it's up to Hamer here to keep this going for the Titans. And he'll take this one down low and on the outside, ball 1.
George singled and scored his last time up.
And that's going to get past the catcher. That will allow a stolen base. So Royer is in scoring position for the Titans.
Lynx with a 12-3 lead. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Strong Field.
And this is up to Hamer with 2 away. And Hamer takes ball 3. So we might get Hamer on base here on balls. And again, another conversation with the catcher and the pitcher for Brandon Valley.
Christopher Joseph, the catcher for Brandon Valley. Maybe giving pitcher Mason Veld
some words of advice or words of wisdom, I guess you might say.
A pitch or two to try. Ooh, how about a fastball?
That one's right in there, yep.
Oof.
That'll be strike 1. Count goes 3-1.
Some really good speed on that fastball.
3-1 pitch coming. Oh, my, and that's ball 4, so Hamer's going to get on base.
That one up high and inside.
Yep, got 2 runners on base now for the Titans.
If George had some whiskers on that chin, it might have trimmed a couple of them off.
He wouldn't need to shave tonight. Carter Williams will come to the plate. And a big swing there. Strike 1.
Carter having a really good night. He's 2 for 2. 2 runs scored.
Well, 1 pitch coming, and he will not swing on this one. He'll take this one outside 2, ball 1. So 1-1 the count for Williams.
Carter with the single and a double tonight.
And he swings, and it's a chopper, and it will stay fair. And they may not get this. No, that's a terrible throw. Over the head of the first baseman. 1 run scores.
It's going to score 1.
And it's 12-4. So that went south quickly for Brandon Valley. That was a terrible throw to first base.
Royer crosses home. Hamer moves to third.
Yep, and you got runners on second and third now for the Titans. So they got a little mini rally going here, and Kel Sundstrom, the left-handed hitter, will come to the plate.
Kel singled his last time up. Got a couple of runs batted in.
And that one up high for ball 1.
Yeah, that hit by Carter Williams just as good as a bunt.
Indeed.
And it made Mason Veld charge it, and Veld off-balance throw to first. Went sailing past his first baseman.
That one down low, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And ball 3. Well, stranger things have happened here. Can the Titans get it done here with 2 away?
Down 8. 12-4.
That one on the outside, ball 4. Now you got the bases loaded. And Sundstrom will get on.
And Cermak.
And now here you go. Now you got a guy coming up here who can maybe pop one out there for you.
Yeah, he got a hit his last time up. Well, I guess that was back in the 4th inning, but it was an RBI single for Ethan Cermak, and he's the leading hitter on the Titans with a 381 average, 9 runs batted in.
See if he can crack one over the wall here, and that's going to be a base hit, at least for Cermak. They'll send 2 runs home. Yes, they will send him home.
Bad throw.
And a bad throw will load up second and third. 2 runs score for the Titans, 12-6, and that brought the Titans fans to life here a little bit at Strong Field.
Yeah, Williams and Hamer both score. Sundstrom moves to third. Cermak Two bases on that single.
You got Cermak in the 8th batting order tonight, Terry, and he has brought in runs, I think, at almost every single time he's been at bat.
He's got 3 runs batted in.
There's strike one. Now to the plate for the Titans comes Jaron Andrzejewski to pinch hit.
Yeah, Cermak 2 for 4 at the plate with 3 RBI.
Andrzejewski goes around on that one. That's strike 2. Runners on second and third. Titans got to get him home. And that's chopped foul. Count stays 0-2 for Andrzejewski.
0-2, 2 outs, 2-out rally for the Titans. 12-6.
Andrzejewski chops that one foul, so he stays alive.
Yep, Coach Poole just telling him, hey, make contact.
Yep.
Brandon Valley with some errors here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They've got 2 errors here in the bottom of the 7th.
That one high and inside for ball 1. So a 12-6 lead for the Lynx. Trying to close the door on the Titans here in the bottom of the 7th. Struck him out looking.
That looked outside. That looked outside.
It did.
Umpire's tired.
Andrzejewski gets struck out looking, and that's out number 3. And your final score tonight, Brandon Valley 12 and the Sturgis Titans 6. All right, we'll wrap it up for you on the post-game show, brought to you tonight by Quick Mart Sturgis Subs. That's coming up right after this quick timeout. Quick timeout. At Northern Hills Eye Care, they know how important your eye health is and the positive effect good vision has on the learning process. Plus, their full optical lab features state-of-the-art finishing equipment for eyeglass lenses, so they can provide you with great eyeglass quality and fast service, too. For comprehensive vision and eye health care for all ages, see Drs. Dave Prosser, Ross English, and Sarah Bayless, the caring eye doctors at Northern Hills Eye Care in Sturgis. Visit northernhillseye.com.
Castillo Longshore Real Estate is a full-time
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or 2? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle. Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing,
Brandon Valley would add 3 runs in the top of the 6th. They lead 9-1, but Sturgis answers in the bottom of the 6th. A couple of runs come across to score, and it was then 9-3 And then Brandon Valley adds 3 insurance runs in the top of the 7th. Titans make it a little bit interesting there in the bottom half of the 7th. They add 3 runs of their own, and they fall a little short here tonight to the Lynx. 12-6 is your final. Let's run down the stats for you tonight. Terry, go ahead.
All right, thank you, Gary. Brandon Valley finishes with 10 hits. They left 9 on base. The win goes to pitcher Luke Felderman. Let me take a look at his numbers. I had it pulled up there, and then I erased it. There we go. Felderman, 5 innings of work for the pitcher for Brandon Valley. Gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 2 on 96 pitches. Mason Veld gets the save. For Brandon Valley, led by Max Peters, 4 for 5 at the plate with 3 runs batted in. Ryder Mueller, a 2-run home run in the 6th inning for the second baseman. Also 2 for 3 at the plate. He also singled in the 7th. And Brighton Stroh, 1 for 5 at the plate with 2 runs batted in. For Sturgis, 7 hits, 7 left on base. Led by Ethan Cermak, 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. Carter Williams, 2 for 3 at the plate. He had 2 singles and a double, scored 3 runs. And Kel Sundstrom, 2 runs batted in on a single, walked a couple times too. But Sturgis Post 33 comes up short after a bottom of the 7th 2-out rally. Brandon Valley beats Sturgis tonight, 12-6.
All right, so the Brandon Valley Post 131 Lynx win 2 games tonight, and they will improve to 15-12 on the season because Brandon Valley also got a win over the Spearfish Spartans earlier tonight here at Strong Field. The Titans will fall to 10-12 on the season. So now Sturgis has their arch rival coming in here tomorrow night. Spearfish Post 164 will be here.
Yeah, it should be a good one, and you could tell that Paul Poole is really taking that doubleheader seriously tomorrow night. He knows that the Titans need some wins. He kept all of his pitchers under 30 pitches except for Bridger Batten. Bridger finished out the game. He threw, I guess it was Jaron Andrzejewski threw 34, but Royer, Wood, Stroud, and Massa Batten all were under 30 pitches, so they can all pitch tomorrow night against Spearfish.
All right, that's a doubleheader tomorrow night. We do anticipate bringing that to you, I believe.
We do.
Okay. So with that, we'll wrap things up here tonight at Strong Field. The Titans drop to the Brandon Valley Lynx. Your final score, 12-6. For Terry Anderson, Gary Matthews, have a wonderful night, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Aloha.
Listening to Sturgis Titan Baseball on the Big 81. Our game tonight brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart. You'll find the better choices and better prices at Lynn's Dakota Mart. By Key City Chiropractic and Acupuncture. By Richter's Tire and Exhaust, your one-stop on-the-spot auto service.
CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger.